Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. All right, most of these federal agents out there, right? They're not your regular federal agents. They're not regular people, right? They have to be from an elite class, right? Most of these feds out there, right? They all have law degrees. What do I mean by that? Law degrees. What does that mean when you have a law degree? That means you're a lawyer, basically. You're a lawyer. Basically, we this whole country that we're living in, right, is run by lawyer. So in order for you to be in that elite class, in order for you to be in that agencies, where the CIA, right, the DEA, the FBI, the EPA, right, all these bureaucrats, right, they all have law degrees, right, and lawyers. What do I mean by that? When they're lawyers, lawyers switch up a lot, right? So you cannot trust them. Right? All these people out there, they the way they speak, right? Because they're lawyers, the way they speak double meanings. Why do you think they have their own dictionary, right? Black men's dictionary, whatever it is. They double speak. What mean to you, right? What you mean? What a little sentence that means to you, right? Have a different means to them. They could use a word against you. That's why you have to be careful talking to these federal agents, right? These agents does not understand what it's like for normal people to live day by day. They cannot connect with us, right, of how we live. They do not know what the average man go through. This is why the reason why people have the spies feeling towards lawyers, towards the federal agency, because these aren't normal people. These people are the top of their class, right? They got all these law degrees, right? Meaning they're not like regular people. They get their benefits from other people. I mean, how do I mean that? I mean, I'm putting that in the wrong manner. They get their connections, right? They get to their position because of their connections, right? These people out there, these federal agents, right? FBI, they don't go to the normal police school, police academy, right? Police academy, they go to their own academy. They know the law, right? But they don't have the same law degree as these federal agencies. All right, these policemen are not lawyers. They're not. They're just foot soldiers for the lawyers for the federal agency. That's what it is. All right. You don't have to have a law degree to be a policeman. All you have to do is to pass their boot camp. All right, and their tests. But you don't have to go extensive length to get a law degree just to become a police officer. But if you want to be a federal agent, for example, FBI, DEA, CIA, all that stuff, right? You need to have a law degree, right? Not only that, to be a military sergeant, you have to have a law degree. You have to be a lawyer for basically. You have to be a lawyer, get your law degree, for you can be in this elite class, right? Same goes for politicians. Most of these politicians have law degrees, right? Most of these politicians have law degrees. This is why you do not trust them. This is why it's hard for people to trust these people. Lawyers switch up on you. You don't know if they're consistent or not. You don't know if they're lying to you or telling the truth. Like I said in one of my videos, that lawyers are nothing but actors. Most of these lawyers take acting class. Most of these lawyers, well, I think lawyers and actors go hand in hand. All right? They have the ability to persuade to you. They have the ability to lie to you. Right? They can lie to you, persuade to you. They have the ability to be stoic and show no emotions. That's why when they arrest people, they don't show no emotion. They don't care. All right? They don't care. So if they don't care about you, why should you care about them? I don't understand this idea of, we there are good federal agents out there. You go, and if there are good federal agents, why are they still there? If they know their institution is corrupt, why are they still with a corrupt institutions? That's why I don't understand, right? If you're a good person, why do you still associate yourself with a corrupt institution? Should you be leaving? Why there aren't any more whistleblowers in these corrupt institutions? If you're not the federal agency, the FBI are corrupt. Why are you still associate with them? I understand there are some whistleblowers out there, right? That came out. I understand that if they come out, they'll put the family in jeopardy. But yeah, if you're a good person, if you're a wholehearted person, right? Why are you still associated with a corrupt entity like the FBI? Right? I understand that. If you still associate with a corrupt entity like the FBI, in my book, you're not a good person because Because in order for you to be a good person, you have to disqualify yourself from that institution automatically. Get yourself out. You don't want to be involved with an institution that you know is corrupt. Why would you want to be involved with an institution like that? Right? Because most of these institutions have corrupt people. Lawyers are easily corrupt. Most lawyers are easily corrupt. Alright? There are some lawyers out there who work on pro bono cases. There are some, but not as much as you think. It's hard to find lawyers who will do that. Alright? But these lawyers out there in this corrupt institution, they're not to be trusted. These federal agents. Because they're not inconsistent. This is going back to what I was saying about characters, right? These people don't have characters. They don't have any relationship with us. Their characters are meaningless. I mean, they don't hold their character well, right? They switch up on you so much. They lie to you. A flea bargain, right? Do not trust a flea bargain. Right? You do not trust them. Anytime you always want to understand your rights and know your rights thoroughly. Have a constitution, right? Know your rights, because knowing your rights might be the thing that saves you in a moment's notice, right? Know what you're entitled to, right? Because these people know the law. They can lie to you. Why do you think they interrogate with you, right? When they interrogate with you, always deny everything. See a lawyer. Do not crack up. You don't have to admit anything. When you're in the interrogation room, who would have said that you have to admit anything? You don't have to admit anything. People don't understand that. That's how we have all these people crack in the interrogation room. When they're in the interrogation room, they can lie to you. They can make up stuff for you to confess, right? So if you're in one of those unfortunate situations when they have to interrogate you, best thing to do is you want to see an attorney and talk as few as possible. And when you do have to talk, be consistent. All right, say no matter how much thing they say we have this evidence against you that you hear at this time. Just be consistent. Just deny all of it. All right, just deny, because remember, they could still lie to you. All right, they could still lie to you. Then when they say they have evidence doesn't mean they have the evidence. All right, look at what's going on in the FISA court right now. All this corruption happening, right? So if all this corruption happening, that you know for a fact, you cannot trust their word. You cannot take their word for it. You know. So why do you trust their words? They're just lawyers. Lawyers use, when it comes to lawyers, right? When it comes to attorney, they use every tactic, every arsenal that is presented to them, right? Whether it's lying, right? Misinterpreted, double speak. If those arsenals are available to them, you best believe they're gonna use it. Right? It's all a game. That's what it is. Why do you think all these litigation take place in the court? What do you play in the court? You play game in the court. Alright? You play game in the court. Courting, right? Marriage. Marriage is a game. You go to a game, you go to a family court to play a game. Who will win in this debate? Alright? It's all court. It's all a game. That's what it is. Alright? Back to where I was saying that most of these federal agents are basically lawyers. They will lie to you. Alright? They will lie to you in every situation possible. If they arrest you, you have the right to remain silent. You have to say anything. Because like they said, anything you said could be used against you in the court of law. Alright? So best thing, just know your Miranda rights. Don't say anything at all. Alright? These federal agents are not your friend. They're not your friend. They will never be your friend. They don't know who you are. They don't go to your bachelor party. They don't come to your birthday party. They don't come to see your family. They're not there to protect you. When was the last case that the FBI solved? Right? The last case, what was the last case that they solved? Right? They didn't even solve the Unabomber case. Right? It took the sister-in-law of the Unabomber to rat him out. That's how he got caught. Right? So when was the last case that they ever saw? Right? Look at Waco. Right? These are your federal agent at its best. Right? Burning buildings. Right? So they're nothing but lawyers, and lawyers are not. Some lawyers out there, very few of them very few you can trust, but most of them you can't trust them at all. All right, you need to know play a game with them. All right, and the law is the rule book. In order to play a game, you have to know the rules. All right, this whole thing we're living in is one big game. In order to win the game, you have to know the rules. In order to play chess, you have to know the rule. In order to play football, you need to know the rules. If you don't know the rules, you're in a disadvantages. All right, these lawyers is basically people that know how to play the rules. That's what it is. All right. On that note, guys, if I missed something, leave your comment below. As always, like, share, subscribe. Peace and blessings.